Today we're going to be working on how to solve one-step equations. Previously we've seen how to solve a problem like this one using a diagram. Once we start dealing with larger numbers, it becomes less useful for us to draw a diagram because it would take us a much longer time to arrive at our answer. So in this video I'll show you how to solve an equation like this one without having to draw a diagram. If I'm asked to solve, I want to find the value of the variable. So in this example, I want to know what is g. So I want to get this to a point where g is by itself. And so I need to find a way to eliminate plus 84 from the left side of the equation. To get rid of something in an equation, we're going to use the inverse, which is a mathematical way of saying the opposite. So if I'm adding to the variable, to get rid of it, I'm going to subtract. Okay, that means plus 84 and minus 84 will cancel each other out. This leaves the left side of the equation to just have g. If I do something on one side of the equation, I need to keep this balanced, and so then I also have to subtract 84 from the right side. So by using my inverse operation, I identify that the correct value of g is 53. To check my answer, I can go ahead and plug in 53 to the original equation. So I'm going to go back to g plus 84 equals 137. If I replace the g value with 53, I should get this to be a true statement. So if I add 84 and 53 together, like so, I find that the left side is equal to the right side. We can use this skill on any one of the equations where we have just one operation. So similarly in this example, because I am subtracting from the variable b, if I want to isolate b, I'm going to use addition. Adding 18 and minus 18 will cancel each other out, leaving me again with b by itself. Making sure I do the same thing on the other side to keep them balanced. And I get my answer to be b equals 73 6/10. Again, on any of these equations, you can double check your answer by replacing with the original value into the equation. And again, when you do this, you should end up with the same number on the left that you have on the right. This third example, I am going to solve for x. And I can't see an operation happening with the 4 and the x. It's not explicitly shown. So let's remember that 4 is a coefficient, meaning it is multiplying the x. So if I have 4x, it's really saying 4 times x. And so to solve, in this one I have multiplication, so the opposite of multiplication will be to divide. Just like the ones with adding and subtracting, opposite operations cancel each other out, so I get rid of the times 4 and the divide by 4, and I'm left with x by itself. Again, if I did it on the left side, let's make sure I'm doing the same thing on the other side of my equation, and we'll continue to practice our long division skills. Okay, 4 goes into 6 one time. 1 times 4 is 4. And that gets subtracted from 6. Bring down the 4. 24 divided by 4 works out perfectly, because 4 times 6 is 24. So x equals 16. Okay, let's look at one last example. Let's solve for one where I have division. This last one, I have solving for C, and C is written here as a fraction. Remember, fractions are another way of showing division, so I'm going to want to use the opposite operation of division, which is multiplication. Again, dividing by 8 and then multiplying by 8 will cancel each other out, leaving C by itself. So let's multiply the right-hand side also. And I get C equals 136. As you continue practicing, remember to identify the operation being done to the variable first, and then whatever operation you see to undo it, you're going to do the opposite. Okay? Adding and subtracting are opposites, multiplying and dividing are opposites.